With the Montreal crowd being treated to a moment of tennis history under the lights of Court Central, the quarter-finals began with an unpredictable feel. So many seeds had fallen early, but two big names of the old and new order remained, looking to buck that trend in the last 8 matchups. Roger Federer would look for a stronger start against Roberto Bautista Agut than he'd managed against his compatriot David Ferrer in round 3, and after a keenly contested beginning to the first set, the second seed was going through the gears in search of a crucial break. Federer broke to serve for the set and was back to his stylish best at the net.
It's been superb around the net.
A set to the good, and after an exchange of breaks, the Swiss maestro set about looking for another.
Nice, that racket stays in front the whole time.
Once he had his nose back in front, there'd be no more mistakes from the second seed.
And it's on to the semifinals for Roger Federer.
In a rematch of the Washington final, Alexander Zverev met Kevin Anderson under the lights of Court Central. After an exchange of breaks and an uninspiring first set, the young German was able to break again and serve the set out shortly afterwards.
Plain and simple, Zverev is just a winner.
Zverev set immediately about breaking the South African in set 2 as well.
Oh, it's in. What a return.
With that achieved, the fourth seed was looking good for a second straight sets win over Anderson in a week.
Oh, that was cheeky. Did he mean it? I'm not sure, but it was effective.
15.
Alexander Zverev is a winner, literally. This young man knows how to win matches. It seems like he was born for this sport.
Denis Shapovalov would look to back up his heroics against Rafael Nadal when he faced surprise package Adrian Mannarino in a clash of the lefties. But quickly a set up, the Frenchman was looking to bring the Canadian right back down to earth.
Yes, that is outrageous.
But the 18-year-old had twice come from a set down already this tournament, and after a brief rain delay, had collected himself to go again.
Close out the set.
Shapovalov had already lost a break advantage in the decider, but that didn't change the game plan. The Canadian with an all-or-nothing approach.
Nicely done.
A break up for a second time in the decider, the Canadian held to extend his dream week even further.
His star shines brighter and brighter here in Canada. The youngest quarterfinalist has now become the youngest ATP Masters 1000 semifinalist.
The second all-unseeded quarterfinal saw giant killers Diego Schwartzman and Robin Haase face off. After an exchange of breaks in the first set, the Argentinian number 2 broke again, this time to secure the opener. But in the second, the momentum swung back towards the Dutchman, who was getting ever closer to levelling the match.
That's great tennis from Haase.
Haase took the second and continued that form into the decider, the Dutch number 1 within touching distance of a first Masters 1000 semi-final. He needed to regain the lead in the third after a brief Schwartzman reprieve, but nevertheless could serve for a semi-final matchup with Roger Federer.
Robin Haase is a first-time Masters 1000 semi-finalist.
With the final 4 decided in Montreal, one name stood out from the draw. Could the record-breaking Denis Shapovalov continue his dream run in his home tournament?